I bought, it was 50 cents a can. I buy these for $1 all day long, and as long as they're $1, I snatch those fucking bitches up. Why? It's just for the power outage. Like, say the power goes out, what are you gonna do? Grab your little candle stand, and that way you can hold it and walk along. And this one is probably the coolest looking one ever. Triangle. I bought this phone brand new in a box for $1. Hello? Don't call back here. I could do that for $1 now. $1. Even it came in the box. People are like, you're stupid, you buy a phone for $1. It's like, nah, it's not dumb. People need phones. Look at all this shit I got. I got these kick-ass Doc Martens for $1. They're my size. They fit perfect. Doc Martens. I bought this for 25 cents. It's a brand new answering machine. I can hook it up to my phone and make my own answer machines. Instead of calling out, you know, you get answer machine service, but instead of calling out, I bought this for 25 cents. I don't even have to make a call. I just hit play. It'd be like, bloop, play. Here's a pet heating rod with the cord. 25 cents. You never know. I may want a lizard or something. Fucking heat rod. It's a nipple cutter. It's for cut nipples off. That's what you do. So you go like this. Timex clock, 25 cents. How could you go wrong? The funny thing is, only one chick asked about it. And I was like, for you, anything. Look at this cup. Stainless steel cup. $1. Look at this thing. Pumpkin spice latte. $5.99. People are like, holy shit, that's expensive. I'm like, I don't know. How many big ass pumpkin lattes do you know for $5.99? Made with real pumpkin and spices. That sounds like a deal to me. Fucking pumpkin spice latte, motherfucker. Put those worms in your fucking brain. What the fuck is this? What kind of fucking spark plug is this? I found it in the garbage. And it's brand new. Well, luckily it says some numbers here. AUBURNIC-9-2. Now I look it up and it says this thing's $50 used. This one looks kind of newish. And it's like $100 new. So it's like, did I just find something in the trash that's like $50 fucking dollars? But what the fuck is this thing? I looked up the part and it said $50 fucking dollars, and it's like, but what uses this? Can you figure it out? I found it in the trash, and I'm gonna get $50 for this thing. I found this in the trash. It's a 1964 rare cut coin. Fuck you. That's what I think. How about this? I found this in the trash. It's a Jesus cross. It's in this plastic. It's got black on the back. You can't see through the back. You can see through the front. And you can't get it out. It says Japanese on it. Japanese don't make fucked up shit. I bought a Japanese knife. Let me show you my Japanese knife. Okay. I found these in the garbage. I found 2 pairs of these in the garbage. One was smaller than me, and I sold it for $2. Found it in the garbage. This one I'm keeping because it's my size. I want to go ice skating, bitch. I was going to keep the other pair for like a female, but I never have any females, so I sold it for $2. This is a popcorn maker. I bought it for $1. It pops popcorn. I didn't get the lid, I got it for $1. I turned it on, it works great. I'm going to use it for roasting green coffee beans. There's spider webs all in it. I'll clean it out. I already got 2 of them now. And I roast my own green coffee beans. I could show you the green coffee beans. I got them right now. You want to see them? $5. $5. It has a coffee cup ringer. It's a coffee cup. It says coffee and it goes. Look, this is an iron. That was $1. It's like brand new. It was $1. Put it in my basket. bike for $5. Works perfect. I sleep with that. Fucking beer. Beer everywhere. Wait a minute. I found some beer shit. It's a G adapter. It's for a keg. I'll just do that and like fuck the guys that stand at my door. Like when they come up to the door, I'll just be like they'll be like It's just sound like this. It actually look. It goes like this, and what happens is it goes like this. Hold on. Yeah, like that. And there's a lock there. See, there's a lock. And then to unlock it, this rotates up, and you pull it up. Without that, without the rotation, it doesn't pull up. Look, if you just pull on this, it's locked in place. You have to pull up on that, and then I was going like this. People are like, "Is that a bong?" And I'm like, they're like, "What are you buying?" These are like $60. It'll work great for my kegerator. Wait, you don't believe I got a kegerator? I was pouring beer in that cup sitting up there. Look, I bought that globe for $5. It's fucking like badass, like new. This knife that I got. I accidentally left the handle in water for too long. It kind of got soggy. I'm hoping that'll work itself out. It's made in Japan. I did a lot of research, and supposedly they don't make junk in China. I mean Japan. They make junk in China, not Japan. Even though this looks like your basic, everyday thin blade, they said when it's not like junk stainless steel, thin blades are actually better. And I sharpened it. Look at that edge. I sharpened it with perpendicular lines and a symmetry geometry with geometric patterns and shape. Should probably play it before and after. You'll see that it's probably like shaved off. Yeah. Yeah, it shaves. I think you can hear when with the like clink clink thing. I used to have a sword. I sold it for chump change, motherfucker. And I bought this kegerator. We're gonna throw a party, motherfucker, and it's all without you. And I bought me. Now I gotta rinse this out. There's hair all on it. It smells like pumpkin. paid full price for this. Why? Because I had to just do this. That's actually can be hard to do sometimes.
Head in half, it was shit funny, but we laugh. Twisted running this bitch for 9 dash. A car crash is no equivalent. We far from innocent, talking the family, the league is ignorant, acting belligerent on a daily. Hoping that somebody is something, but I got some dead wrong. All by myself, fuck everyone else, I'm in a hole, and I can't breathe. My lungs slow, bad dreams when I'm sleeping. Everybody constantly creeping, feeling so weak and I can't see them. My conscience keep leaving me, falling in and out, waking up to sweat and cotton mouth. Them down south niggas don't know about this. And niggas on the west side way too pissed because it's east side niggas talking hardcore shit enough to get the north side hit. But we legit like a motherfucker, chilling with $1,000,000 peoples, digging up graves and acting evil. You looking for the sequel? More like something close to equal. You rappers don't even speak on when bitches in Toledo what?
Back up, bitch. I think enough to fuck somebody. They'd be all like, we shot him, he had a metallic object in his hand, like, shoot him. Oh, fuck, it was a bong. A bomb? And this thing is the real deal. I just like what he says there. He's like, I can blow your eardrums with my brain dead rap. Word to your mother, the monoxide child, my brother. The fuck effervescence. The lessons. And bitch, that's why you die.
No, I can blow your eardrums with my brain dead rap, and you can call it this or that, but I sway to the other. Word to the monoxide child, my brother. No other represent this. Effervescent, knowledgeable, twisted education. I got the lesson. Money textbook. Kill the next motherfucker that look and always shaking, never shook. Yeah. Get your wig slick, bitch, and we out. Get your wig slick, bitch, and we out. Get your wig slick, bitch, and we out. Tell these motherfuckers what we talking about.
Weird whistle. We'll call that the flat note. Butthole whistle. So let's see. If I have this, and I have a regulator, and I have a CO2 tank, all I need is a chrome faucet and a long shank nipple assembly and a 5-foot long beer line assembly. Yep. So I need the chrome faucet, the nipple assembly, and a 5-foot long beer line. I have a G system coupler. This is. I have a CO2 regulator. I have a 5-pound aluminum CO2 tank. I have so much beer and beer shit. I don't even like drinking anymore. I'm actually deathly afraid of drinking. I'm actually scared to death to drink right now. I'm probably only going to drink this beer. I know a lot about beer. Don't drink it. It's like smoking. Drink in moderation, like 2 beers. Like what I do is I go buy a very nice, tasty, expensive 6-pack, and I sit down and I drink 6, and that's it. I don't go to the store and buy a case and sit down and party and have a case of beer. Like, you know, you drink 6 of something like these, and then you're done. And shoot, I even have a special silver goblet I drink it out of. This is the blood of Christ. We will bless it. Bless this May Jesus bless this drink. Everything was bought on sale or at yard sales. I'm a picker. I am a picker. I pick things. I take things that cost $2 and change them into things that are $50. Like this lamp that I got. Dude had a lamp just like mine. He was selling it for $50. That's a good sign that I'm gonna get $50 for that light, and I bought it for $2. And the lady I bought it off was very nice. I don't like to buy off mean people, even though I should, but I just figured they don't. It's probably like really bad broke. Like, you don't want it. There's a difference between like, you can fix it, no, you don't want it, and like people that are dicks, it's like, nah, you don't want it. I had to buy that bike. The dude kept saying he was going to scrap it. And this guy had a bike just like mine. My bike that I got rid of. I took it to the scrap yard because I was pretty upset. I didn't want anybody else to get it. I said, I know this bike's worth money. I love it. It has a problem that I can actually fix, but I can't necessarily ride it anymore. I don't want anybody else to ride it. So I took it to the scrapyard. I didn't want anybody else to have it. And I was afraid to find out what it was really worth. Well, I found out it was worth $100. And it was a French-made bike. And I seen the bike at this place, and I was like, so how much do you want for that bike? He's like, $100. I'm like, I used to have one. I took it to the scrapyard. He's like, there's no way you took this bike to the scrapyard. I'm like, I know, right? And I said, well, you know, I love the bike, and I had a lot of fun with it, and that's all that really matters. And it was a really good bike. Just something about it. It rolled really good. It turned amazing. Just something about some bikes, they just feel better. Maybe they're more balanced. Like in the factory they were made, they were more balanced. Something about it. And this bike that I bought, I like things that nobody else likes. So I let the bike sit there all day, and I watched people just reject it. And the more they rejected it, the more I wanted it. But for the less amount of money. So I got the guy down to $5. And I kept looking at it, and I'm like, this is a good buy. Because this bike is everything I like. It changes the gears from inside the hub. The bike is from the 60s. There's no rust on the chain, but the frame is resting on the bike. It's a Huffy bike, which means it was really shit to begin with, but it has a sturdiness that, like when you shake the bike, like you can shake a bike and you can feel every loose part of it. Like you shake it and it's like you can hear just shit rattling. Not on this bike. You shake it, the frame kind of wobbles, but you can hear all the bearings are tight. And I'm like, man, all the bearings are really like rolling freely but tight. I'm like, this is a good bike. And it's a Huffy, and it's from the 60s. and there's like rusted chrome on it, and it's like on the verge of being junk and really fucking cool. It's like that old. It's like, wow. And people are just walking by this, and I'm just like drooling, like $5. So I take it home, and I'm like, okay, if there's a problem, I bought it for $5. I'm not gonna care. I bring it home. I pump up the 2 tires on it. It works. Everything. I ride it around the block. It works amazing. Feels amazing. And it's like the perfect bike. The only thing is it's a girl's bike. But I kind of like girls' bikes because when you step off of them, you don't rack your nuts. And although I'm actually really tall, I don't have that problem anyways. I just like that extra comfort that I'm not going to rack my balls. So I actually like girls' bikes. I just paint them boy colors. And I actually consider a girl's bike a boy's bike, and a boy's bike a girl's bike. Girls don't have any balls to rack themselves. Women are supposed to be shorter, that's why they make them like looped design. But I say, well, men have balls, and if they want to step off their bike, they shouldn't have to rack their nuts. So they should do that for men too. But they don't. I guess it's for strength in the bike or something, because women aren't going to be as tough on it as men. But really, it adds a wobbliness that's kind of funny when you're riding. It doesn't really actually hurt anything. It does wobble, but it's kind of like enjoyable. It doesn't wobble when you don't want it, but it's like, if you're like, it's like, and it just has this tiny little wobble to it. It's kind of funny. Maybe it's even a good thing, I don't know. But this bike had a basket. It has a bell that says coffee. It's a coffee cup bell. It's like an upside down bell where the bell is a coffee cup and then you ding it. And you're actually dinging the like coffee handle, and you grab it and you're like ding ding ding, and it says coffee. It's awesome. And I tell you, like, today, I'm so used to people acting stupid. I noticed that today they're acting far dumber than average, than normal. Like, people were acting like major fucking retards. I mean, like they're actually retarded. And like, they're just so fucking stupid, dude. I've been up for a while. I'm just thinking about my knife, how cool it is. There's a guy that sharpens knives. I had him sharpen a knife for me. I like him, and we're always like right next to each other, and I help him, and then he helps me, and so I like knife sharpeners. I like people that do that, because I don't know how, and until I really figure it out, I still want my knives to be sharp. So I like bringing knives to them and then having them sharpen, and then I just kind of like that nostalgia. It's like a nostalgia. And so I brought him this knife and had him sharpen it, and he charged $2, and I helped him right before I did it, and I told him, I said, I need this knife to be really sharp. And he's like, alright. And then when he handed it back, he's like, be careful. It's sharp. And I was like, oh yeah. And it kind of seemed like he made it a little extra sharper, just for me, since I like bring him knives all the time and help him out and stuff. So I kind of like, I have this knife. It's a Japanese knife. It has a thinner steel, which actually, you know, when you're cutting something, if it's like the difference between cutting it with a blunt object and cutting it with like a razor blade. It's like this is like razor blade. It's thin and good steel. It's made in Japan. It's got the wood handle. It's like a full tang, but not really, and that's the Japanese goodness in it. Like, a lot of people would look at that and think, oh, that could be weak or something, and it's like, no, they didn't make things weak. They know what they're doing. This is strong. This is as good as your strongest American knife. Just as good, if not better. Japanese make Japanese fucking swords, okay? I think they know their Japanese steel. And Japanese people, they don't let shit go out of their country. They don't let shitty shit go out of their country a whole bunch. They take pride in what they do. When you have pride in what you do, you don't produce shit. You have a pride that you uphold a standard to, not a D-standard. That's why when you look at stuff and it says China, you know it's bad. If it says Japan, you know it's good. That's the difference. That's why you look for stuff like that. If it says Japan, 90% of the time, it's good. Doesn't mean it always is. 90% of the time, it's good. Think of it. Toyotas. Made in Japan. Do shit Toyotas leave Japan? No, not really. 90% of the time, they're great. Maybe 10% of the time, it's an accident. Accidents happen. Now, compare that to fat, stupid, lazy Americans that have no pride whatsoever. Yeah, American shit sucks to Japanese shit. Why? Because we really take no pride in what we do. We're stupid, we're fat, we're lazy, we're dumb, and we like it that way. That's why our cars and the things we produce are stupid, fat, big, lazy, and dumb. We like V8s. They like highly tuned import small engines that have a lot of power. Like, you know, a Mitsubishi, a really good Mitsubishi can keep up with a lot of muscle cars. Maybe not beat it, but keep up. And you got to think, it doesn't have a big V8. I mean, it's like a 4-cylinder keeping up with a big old V8. roaring and chugging gas. It's like if a Chinese person built a V8 and raced against an American V8, they'd make them look like a bunch of bitches. I tell you that. Actually, my friend owns a car that has a Yamaha engine, but I don't know who Yamaha, I don't know if that's Japanese, but I liked it. But it was like a small V8, so it wasn't like your powerhouse, like your big, but it had its own uniqueness. It was like, or was a Kawasaki V8 made by a motorcycle company, put in a car, the first motorcycle in a car, the Ford show, like a 98 Ford show or something, I don't know. And he had to sell it because the camshaft broke, so he sold it. Because he's like, a new camshaft's like $1 million, fuck this shit. He's like, I don't care how good this car is. I'm like, dude, this car is awesome. That's why the camshaft's like, you gotta keep this car. And he's like, nah, it's good, it ain't that good. And I'm like, you're really right. It's good, it ain't that good. I just like it because it's a Ford show. But show really gets sucked. They get beaten by all kinds of shit. My favorite one is the commercial for Infinity. The commercial for Infinity against the twin turbo Ford show. They're like, okay, our Infinity has 0 turbos and it's a V6. We're gonna race it against the Ford show with 2 turbos and see how it does. And they're like, alright, on your mark, get set, go. And it's like, whew, the Infinity just takes off and the Ford show is like, and it just looks retarded, like, compared to the Infinity just blowing it by. And I'm like, man, Infinities are good. They don't even have turbos in their and the Infinity's like, okay, now imagine if we added a turbo to that. Like, what would you rather have? They're both the same price. The Ford show or an Infinity. It's like, I guess an Infinity does sound a lot cooler. Until you gotta replace something. Hey, the radiator broke. Oh, that's gonna be $14,000. Oh shit. But now the Ford show. Oh, I need a new radiator. Oh, that'll be $200. So why is the difference so big? Well, one's a cheap car, and the other one is an expensive car. One is mass-produced. The other, you might see one someday, but you ain't gonna be getting parts off of it, I'll tell you that much. I've probably hoarded 100 bikes at one time, and I knew they were all worth money, and I had them all for sale. I used to advertise in the paper. Well, one day they showed up and took them all. Said that I wasn't allowed to have bikes or something. So you can go to one car, one bike. You can't start a business buying and selling bikes. They just shut you down. There's no, they don't say you did anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. They just hate your fucking guts. They shut you down. They get away with doing whatever they want to me. And they think that you can do this, or you can be an American picker, or you can do that. You really can't. What I do, it goes against everything. And then when I'm there, everybody's like a fucking retard, and I realize how dumb they are. And they're not all retards, though. A lot of them are, but it's not even really a bad thing. They seem like okay people. But I'm really getting worried. They're really, really stupid. I think they finally kind of realize how dumb they are. But even then, they just make it worse. When they finally realize how dumb they are, they're just going to do more dumb things. Because they're going to just realize how dumb they are. And then they're going to get pissed. When they get pissed, they do dumb shit. So it's a process of just... If they wake up, it's not even going to be good. They will kind of like... That's the thing. It's like a secondary effect of what I call the deception. The deception is they always think everything's fine, and then when it finally catches up and they go, man, I was dumb, this or this happened, instead of like learning from it and trying to better their life from it and making it a good thing, instead they make it worse by like adding more problems and making it worse. And then they're like, well, we need to fix it, and so they try to fix it, but since they don't really know how, they're not going to listen to the right way. Like if I sat there and told them a million times over and over the right way to do it, it's like you're talking to a deaf person. And then finally when they fuck up a million times, they might be ready to listen. And by then, I'm less likely to feel like giving a fuck about them, because I'm like, they never gave a fuck before. Why now? Oh, so now you're fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you're gonna listen. It's like, maybe it just doesn't seem like it. Like, well, I guess we'll still try anyway.